Well, I went to Lowe's because they're the only one in the neighborhood that had this, and they were just as cheap as anybody else around. Plus, they give you a 10% government discount on top of it all. So I bought the Dermel 4300. Already the snap came off. Hey. It's a good sign, huh? So, I was talking with Dermel, and they have made some changes. They are no longer made in the United States. Apparently they're now made in Mexico. Because I was talking to her and I said, listen, you know, I bought a Dermel 10, 15 years ago or longer. I said, and never have I had any problems with it. And the only reason why I haven't got that one anymore is because I lent it to somebody and I never got it back. I said, so I bought another one. I don't remember what model it was when I bought the house. That was about 10, 12 years ago. And that lasted me maybe a year. And within that year, I may have used it 4 or 5 times at anywhere 5 to 10 minutes at a time. And that's not running for 10 minutes. That's just me using it for 5 to 10 minutes. It smoked. So I went out and I bought a better one. I think I bought the 30 or the 3000 or whatever it was. And I bought that a couple years ago when I was redoing the kitchen. I said, and all I used that one for was when I was cutting the tile out for the wall plugs in the kitchen. And I've got 14 plugs. And all I did was use it for that. Then it sat out here in the shop, and I may have used it, if I say a dozen times, that's a lot. And again, nothing more than a minute or so. I mean, it's not running all the time when I'm using it. I says, and that one smoked just the other day. I says, you guys, you know, what have you guys done? You know, are you outsourcing these? Is it the same company, or did somebody just buy the name? She says, no, she says, we are having them made in Mexico, and Dermel is a part of Bosch, but nothing has changed. I go, well, apparently things have changed, because, you know, like I say, they're burning up like crazy. She goes, do you have the one, any of the ones that had burnt up on you? I said, no, the other one was a few years back. I threw that one out, and then when this other one burnt up, I just said, give up on it. I stripped it down. I took out of it what I thought I might be able to use, and then I dumped it. I said, because, you know, I cut the cord on it, and it's gone. She goes, oh, she says, well, listen, she says, the 4300 is their newest and greatest and supposedly commercial use type that they have. She says, so that would be that I would recommend. She goes, and write down my name. And she says, if anything ever happens, you call me. She says, because we want to know. I says, yeah, okay. So I wrote down her name over there. I forgot what it was, but excuse me. I bought the 4300. Now, it does feel a little heavier. It feels a little bit more tool-y, if that's the word you're looking for. Tool-y. Yeah, so I know a lot of tools. Yeah, I got a few people that I've run into that are real tools. However, this does feel a little better. I don't know exactly how it's going to perform or what it's going to do for me, but it does feel beefier. It's heavier, I can tell you that right off the bat. It doesn't feel like I'm picking up a toy. And the other one did have that effect. You know, you pick it up, you know, like, did I have it in my hand or not? So this does feel a lot better. It's got the better chuck on it, which I like. Alright, so it's got the quick chuck on it. quick release. So I like that. All this stuff, I have this already, but I've got more because all this came with the other one. I don't know if I'm going to keep this thing on here or not. I don't know if I care for that. It's actually just a light. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's just something else to get in the way. But we'll see what happens. So this is what we got. And while I bought this, I keep complaining about the overhead lights here because what they are like little floodlights, a couple of them, and the other ones are those little clamp-on lights, and they got, you know, bulbs in them, you know, like floodlight bulbs, spotlight bulbs. I think I said that. And one is they're hot, and in the summertime they're going to kill me. And the other is they do use up a lot, more than what I want to use. So when I was down at Lowe's, they had some 2 bulb units, Ultratechs, and they were $15, $14.99 a piece. So I said, you know what? Let me grab a couple of those. This way I can put them over my head, one over here, over my head, and one right next to me here where the toolbox is, one over that. And then I don't have to concern myself with it. And get rid of this heat lamp that I have up there. Because like I say, right now it's not too bad, but this summer when it's hot to start with, I'm going to bake under here. So, did I really need all this? Not really, but you know, I do use them, so I might as well grab them. Oh boy, little bitty tools. Oh boy, little bitty tools. I'll put these in here with this. That we could put over here with that. This we can put in here with this. This is the wrench. Put that in there. Another little tool. Ooh, this goes with this. So I'll put that in here, I guess. Put the drills there. Put the brushes here. Now these are pretty decent. I use these a lot. I've never used these before, but we'll find out now, won't we? And actually, what I call rouge. Put that there. So, all that little stuff is in there. The attachments, I will put them in the box with the other one, and meanwhile I have a little case here. If I ever need it for anything, I have it. Something else to have hanging around that I'll probably never use and just get in my way. So, talked to an electrician today as well, and he says let him know when I have the new wire run, and he will come out and try to troubleshoot the system for me and get done what we can. I was talking to him on the phone on the way home, and I kind of, you know, I just jumped into the conversation with him. But when I was telling him what the hell was going on, he says, "You're kidding." No, I kid you not. I kid you not. So we will see what happens. See, I told you I got a bunch of this crap. I don't have one of these. So that could come in handy. So any fallen debris. And I have this, which came on the other one. See, so the other one wasn't a cheap one because it came with all this attachments plus. So it's not like it was a cheap unit. All right. Meanwhile, let me find a home for these, and I'll be right back. So, put that on there. Let me plug it in over here. Yeah, come on. Let me plug it in over here. There we go. And kind of noisy. That could be because it's new. Now it's not completely variable. It goes from 5,000 I think to 35,000. But that's it. If I had to go by what I see and feel, it feels and looks like a good Dremel. So we will see. Well, time will tell. So let me put it over here. Plug it in and leave it where I leave it. Let the cord start to work. Actually, I think I'm going to hang it first on the cord. Get the cord straightened out. First things first. Let's get the cord straightened out. There. So let it hang on its own weight for a while. So that's where we're at. And these are the lights, by the way. So I'll put those up. One's going to go up here. Get rid of that. The other one's going to go up there to get rid of those. And we'll be all set. And then I'll have some decent light without cooking myself. So